Hey guys, FFIX Omega bringing you a quick video. So somebody had asked how I got Beatrix onto my group for Final Fantasy 9 and how they could do it as well. Basically, they requested I do a tutorial video, which I suck at doing, but it's a request, and I thought I'd do it for you guys. That way, you guys know how to do it as well. And it's something that I think a lot of us have wanted from Final Fantasy 9 ever since it first came out, where we were like, we don't want this whiny bitch Steiner. We want Beatrix, okay? We want the real character. So I'm going to show you all the steps that I took to get her actually installed on my game for you guys. So first thing you want to do is go to your Steam and go to your Final Fantasy 9. As you can tell, I got a lot of Final Fantasy games. Pretty much I got them all except 13.2 on my in the MMOs on my PC. And you want to go to Final Fantasy 9 here and click discussions for it. Now, what you are looking for is Final Fantasy 9 Alternate Fantasy. Now, more often than not, this is actually on the front page because it is a very popular thread on the Final Fantasy 9, as it completely changes everything about Final Fantasy 9. If for some reason it is not on the front page, you can go to search discussions and just type in Alternate Fantasy, and it will bring it right to you. So we're going to click into here for Final Fantasy 9 Alternate Fantasy. Now, I got to apologize to this guy that made the mod. I can't even pronounce your name. I'm not even going to try. But he did great work with this mod. If you have any kind of ill-conceived notion on that you are the master of Final Fantasy 9, I recommend you download this mod. It will take you down a peg or two. Anyway, there is a few ways to get Beatrix into your group through these mods. One is through the main mod, Alternate Fantasy, as I said, is based on a hard mode mod. Created the dramatically changed the experience of Final Fantasy 9, or you can download the standalone version of the mod itself. So we will scroll all the way down here, and you will find, since mod is available, people can do variations of it. Those are not links of Alternate Fantasy, but mods based on it. And there is something here called Beatrix with supporting abilities plus hidden scenes. Now, what this does here is it will give you Beatrix in your party for Final Fantasy 9 on PC, with her having the ability to learn abilities just like any of your other party members and have cutscene support. But also the hidden scenes here gives you access to scenes that were restored by the modder that Square Enix had cut from the original game. So it's a really nice treat to have it either way. So let's click Beatrix with supporting abilities plus hidden scenes, and we are taken to Dayak. Man, some people have some strange usernames. As you can see, I'm right here down below where I was asking a question on January 6th about the mod that he made for a standalone version. And there are two different versions of the mod in question for the standalone version of the mod. There is the Beatrix before scene support mod, and there is after scene support mod. Basically, the before scene is if you create a brand new fresh game for the game, and you will use the before scene support mod. But if you are after those sheepdogs attack Alexandria and disc 3, you'll want to use the after scene zip file. But for this one, we are going to go with Beatrix before scene support. So what we're going to do is highlight this here. You cannot click it because we have to remove the 0 from it. So we're going to highlight that, and we're going to copy this here. And now we're going to open up Microsoft Edge, and we're going to paste this into the search thing. Now, see that 0 here? We need to remove that. And now we're going to click enter. And this will take us to Mediafire, where we can download the Beatrix Plus support zip file. And we will download this. And we love ads. It's one of the reasons why I love using AdBlock too. Now, once that is done downloading, we are going to open up that zip file that we downloaded, and it will have Beatrix Plus support folder into it in it, and we are going to copy that right to our desktop. Don't worry, mine will say overwrite files because I've already done this step, but I'm doing it for you guys just so you can see me doing it. And we are going to open up this folder now for Beatrix Plus support. And what we see in here is two folders here, Streaming Assets and X64. These are two game folders that Final Fantasy IX uses on PC that requires that it uses to read the information that it's supposed to be reading. So we have to get to our Final Fantasy IX install folder. And normally it's under the program files. Mine's under my D drive, but I will show you guys how to get to it real quick if you guys don't know where it is. You go to your Final Fantasy IX here, and you right click and click Properties. And then we will go to Local Files, and then Browse Local Files. And this will bring up our game folder for Final Fantasy IX. As you can tell, there's the streaming assets and there's the X64 game folders that we need to overwrite certain files for. Do know that you may have an X86 folder on your window, on your PC. That is completely fine. That's completely harmless. I have mine removed because I use a reshader to give my Final Fantasy IX widescreen. So what we'll do here, you can do two things. You can overwrite these files right away, or you can go into the folders here for the Beatrix support and see what files they replace, and you can back those up like I did. Personally, the risk is minimal, really. If you end up screwing up Final Fantasy IX, it's very, through the mod installation where something doesn't work right, it's very easy just to repair the install anyhow by going to Final Fantasy IX, clicking Properties, going to Local Files, and verify an integrity of game files. And most you will probably re-download like 200 megabytes of files. It's up to you if you want to do back up the files or not. It's entirely up to you. But we are going to copy these here, the streaming assets, X64, and we are going to paste these here. And it will say the destination has 4 files with the same names, and you want to hit yes on those. And that is all there is to it. Now let's boot up Final Fantasy IX and go through the final step of getting Beatrix onto your team. Okay guys, once you have the mod installed like I showed you and you are in Final Fantasy IX, the final requirement is you have to be pretty much done with the game. No, I'm not joking. But you do have to be at a certain point in the game, and that is after pretty much the latter half of Disc 3, where Dagger cuts her hair and you receive the Hildegarda 3 airship. These are the last requirement to get Beatrix, because it is the only way that this is a believable mod that you actually can get the General of Alexandria on your in your party, is to actually be at this point in the game. And it is done remarkably well. The cutscenes are believable with this, where she asks to join Zydan's group just to be a better protector of her kingdom and try to be a better person, and she'll ask to join and you click yes, and she will be then waiting for you back on the airship with some of the best character support that the mod can offer. She has support ability growth just like all your other party members. She actually appears in cutscenes like you're seeing right now, where she doesn't feel out of place. Other party members will comment with her. And also she is stable as well, where she has caused my game no crashes whatsoever. So way better than the Game Shark of the old days. And that's all there is to it, guys. Sorry that this tutorial video ran so long, but I wanted to be thorough with it, and I hope you enjoyed it. if I have to do any more tutorial videos, hopefully they'll be a lot shorter. And anyway, enjoy the Beatrix mod, guys. And let me know if you have any questions or any problems with it, and I'll try to help you out. Peace out.